Hello again everyone and welcome back to the Weather Centre. A cold front is currently making its way up the east coast of the country, keeping parts of the Eastern Cape and KZN cloudy and wet for today, while in Gauteng, sweltering hot weather conditions continue with temperatures climbing into the mid-30s. In the southwest, that southeast is not going anywhere. It's been relentless over the last 2 days. Very windy conditions persisting around the Cape Peninsula. Here's our satellite loop for the last few hours, and there's a fairly deep low pressure located to the south of the country. It's not moving very quickly, and it is pushing this cold front, currently moving into the Eastern Cape, where we have some rain settling in over the area. Behind this, a high pressure is trying to ridge to the south of the country, and because of that, there's a very tight pressure gradient over this area, and that's what's causing those strong winds to affect the southwest coast at the moment. For the rest of today, the cold front continues to make its way up the east coast of the country, cloudy and wet over this area. A cold day for parts of the Eastern Cape with some showers over the province, and up in the northeast, a few thunderstorms over Limpopo and Mpumalanga, while the rest of the country is expected to remain dry for the rest of your Tuesday. And that's shown on our rainfall map. A few isolated storms for Limpopo, including around Polokwane. A 60% chance, on the other hand, for some areas in Mpumalanga. We could have a couple of stronger storms over that province. Lots of cloud with rain over KZN. Similar conditions along the south coast of the country, in particular for some areas in the Eastern Cape. And that pushes quite far inland. Grahamstown, you're certainly in with a chance for rain today as well. 2 warnings have been issued, one of which is for the strong to gale force winds continuing over the same area that we've seen over the last 24 hours, extending from False Bay all the way through to Cape Columbine along the Western Cape coastline. And there's also a warning for a high fire danger. That includes 2 areas, one of which is along the west coast and the adjacent interior, as well as across the Highveld, including the Free State and Gauteng for the rest of today. Winds are going to be moderate across that region, averaging between 20 and 30 kilometers per hour. And there we see a strong southerly wind persisting for Cape Town as well as around the rest of the peninsula. Cooler air in circulation in the south thanks to that new front that's moving in over the area. Temperatures below 20 degrees for some places over the western and eastern Cape, but over the opposite side of the country in the north, very high temperatures in the forecast in the mid-30s for the rest of your afternoon. Let's look ahead for Cape Town, and while rain isn't on the cards over the next 5 days, the good news is that the wind comes to an end tomorrow. Those light winds persist all the way through to the end of the weekend with sunshine and warm weather in the forecast. Wednesday over the rest of South Africa, and we expect a few thunder showers to return to Gauteng, although isolated. KZN tomorrow remaining mostly cloudy with light rain. And on Thursday, a new system starts to move in over the country, and that's going to bring stormy weather to the central parts, including the Free State and Gauteng. That's all from the Weather Centre. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday.